So the next two documents for the compliance internship, the one on the left is a Make-A-Wish form. So when we decided as a SOB committee that we wanted to do a fundraiser for Make-A-Wish, there are a lot of behind the scenes things that need to take place. So I had to call Taylor, the head of our chapter, our local chapter, and sort of set up all of our... I had to let her know what we were doing, why we were fundraising. She informed me how to send the money to them. There's a lot of things that I never really thought of before doing this that really go into putting this fundraiser on. In my paper, there's a link to this whole document. That way you can see that. This is just the very first page, but they needed to know how many people were attending, what projected amount of money we were going to make, if we were going to be charging for entry fees, anything like that. Also with Make-A-Wish, we are working on it really doing more with SOB and Make-A-Wish. So this is just sort of the top layer. So I'm excited that I am able to stay on with SOB for the remaining part of the semester because we are looking into doing a lot more with Make-A-Wish. And we actually have a conference call with Taylor next week, sort of discussing those new opportunities. So that's something that I'm very excited about. The next one on here is a PDF file of reserving the classrooms. This was an extremely daunting and tedious task. I had to sift through every sport on the SOB committee and find days that worked for each team member to meet for a meeting. This was very difficult just because a lot of sports are in season during the springtime, and so finding a meeting time that everyone can make was, I thought, for a minute impossible, but I ended up finding dates that worked for everyone. So after I sifted through all of the schedules, I then had to get in touch with event services and reserve classrooms for the rest of the spring semester. So I did this in December to make sure that I had all of those done prior to coming back in January. I did a lot more than just this stuff with compliance. However, unfortunately, everything I did was highly sensitive and highly confidential. So I can't really put on the scholarships or the official visit forms or anything that has like names and documents attached to it. Everything in compliance I feel like is extremely sensitive information. So I did a lot with care logs. I did a lot with Jump Forward. I scanned a lot of documents and information into people's files. I did lots of things of that nature, but I just wasn't able to sort of show that because everything on there is highly sensitive information. So these are the documents I did choose to show, but there was a lot more than that. There was a lot more than that went on. So I just wanted to make that clear. And next I will be discussing the softball side of my internship.